To thank everybody that helped bring the Rice Elementary dedication ceremony together, and it was really impressive. The music teacher who created the song and all the students performing, and it was just a great event. I also wanted to thank Dan Serrano for all the years he served as Perry's principal as he moves up to another position, and best of luck to him. I also wanted to thank all the folks at Anderson Junior High, ACP Oakland, Bologna, and CTA Liberty. One of the nice things that works out with my schedule with teaching in a different district is that I sometimes can go and visit schools on that 1 week that we have, that Chandler's still in school and I'm done. So it was wonderful to go to those campuses for several hours and get to talk to the folks there. And, you know, just hear all the amazing things that they are doing. I think I've got about 30 more schools to go. Yeah, 15 or 20 down. So anyway, thank you to all the folks doing, you know, all the hard work, especially during this school year. And also thank you to everyone who pulled graduations together. That is no easy feat, and especially, you know, with all the modifications that have had to happen. And just thank you to all the staff who worked so hard to make those come together.
Thank you, Mrs. Brunner. Mr. Olive.
I'd like to say thanks to all you guys that may have came here for another reason, but stayed around just to see what the normal business is like. It's what it's supposed to be like anyway, hopefully. The folks earlier, they came in and there was a lot of folks upset about stuff that we were supposedly doing. We're not really doing everything that they're accusing us of. The school district isn't doing all the stuff that those people are accusing them of. And I had a couple of email exchanges with folks today, and I was like, you know, we're not doing this stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, you are. So the best thing to do, and I'm assuming since you guys stayed, your parents, talk to your teachers and look at your kids' homework. And if there's something you don't like, let somebody know, because, you know, you're another set of eyes, and we could use your help.
Thank you, Mr. Olive. Mr. Wirth.
Yes, I'm incredibly saddened by what's going on. This district has had great boards and great superintendents over a 30-year period, incredibly supportive parents, helped with elections and so forth. But all of a sudden, in my opinion, we've probably got two people that are creating a huge divide within this district. And I'm going to start with Kurt Roars. Kurt Roars has been a wonderful volunteer, helped out with many elections, very supportive, but all of a sudden he's decided that we're following the critical race theory. Goes out to the radio station. Unfortunately, procession becomes reality, and we've got a firestorm. Now you go back to Lindsay Love and the equity. I agree with equity. I think, like one of the ladies said at the board meeting, you know, it's character counts. That's what it is. But Lindsay has decided to go out into the social world, social media, and share her stories and create an absolute firestorm. And the thing that's so sad to me is the district is in the middle and we're getting clobbered. So I've got half the people mad because of Kurt Rohr. The other half, and Lindsay, in my opinion, is a huge part of that. And we're damaging a great district. Our district has consistently had high test scores, consistently. We had $150 million in scholarships. That doesn't happen without great teachers and a great organization and great staff. And I guess I'd like to kind of say to some of the charter people that say that they're going to the charter schools, you might want to rethink that considering how many scholarships Chandler School District generates for its seniors. I'm just saddened. I'm disappointed. And unfortunately, these two individuals, I think, are doing a great deal of damage to a wonderful school district that I've been proud to be working in for a long time. That's all I have to say.
May I respond? Since I'm calling out my name.
You have 1 minute.
I don't take these comments lightly. I hear from parents different things than I hear from the district. I don't care if you call it critical race theory or social emotional learning or cultural responsive learning or anti-racism. What I really want to make the point, and I made it earlier, do not judge our kids and discriminate them about who they are, where they came from, or how they live. That's my point. All of your policies need to treat these kids as individuals and not as an identity. That's the point, Joel. Okay?
Thank you, Kurt.
And, I would just ask Mr. Wirth that you would just remove my name from that narrative as a person who sits on this board and also lives in this community and is a student in this district and has a certain set of experiences, as well as I sit on many boards within the community. And I think that professional courtesy is that you do not call out members of the board in the meeting. And I would also agree with also Mr. Roars, but I think that was very inappropriate for you to call him out publicly as well as a constituent in the district. That was you bringing in your agenda, and that was inappropriate, and I think that deserves an apology to both myself and Mr. Roars.
You will not get an apology from me because you two own this. You two own this, and you're a big part of it, Lindsay. And you're destroying it. You're helping destroy a great school district.
I'm still talking. I'm saying I don't agree with Mr. Roars. At any time we've sat down, he knows that we don't agree, but I think that was incredibly disrespectful to him and myself, and that was inappropriate.
Well, then start doing what's in the best interest of the school district, both of you.
I'm trying to talk.
Because right now you're not.
I'm trying to talk. And if you are not going to apologize to Mr. Roars, even though I do not agree with Mr. Roars' comments this evening, Mr. Roars, I do apologize for the way a board member called you out the way that he did in this meeting.
Thank you very much.